Next method is number of production units method. Under this method, we compute the depreciation based on how many units we produced with the help of that asset. The depreciation is computed based on the production or output quantity. First, we will compute the depreciable amount, that is the cost of the asset minus scrap value, into number of units produced during the year divided by total estimated production. First, we have to estimate how many units the asset can produce, that is the total estimated production, and we allocate the depreciable amount based on how many units we produce during the year. So, depreciable amount is allocated in the ratio of number of units produced. We will see an example. You purchase an asset for rupees 10,000. You estimated that the asset can produce 1,000 units over a period, and you estimated that the residual value will be nil, and production for the first year was 100 units, and therefore the depreciation for the first year will be 10,000 rupees. That is the depreciable amount, cost of the asset minus scrap value, that is the depreciable amount, rupees 10,000, into how many units you produced during the first year, that is 100 units, divided by your total estimated production was 1,000 units, and therefore your depreciation for the first year is 1,000. Your total estimated production was 1,000 units, but for the first year you produced 100 units, and therefore the depreciable amount should be allocated for the first year based on how many units you produced during the first year. You produced only 100 units out of 1,000 units, and therefore your depreciation will be 10,000 into 100 units divided by 1,000 units, that is equal to rupees 1,000. We will see a practical situation. An asset was purchased for rupees 10,000. Wages for installation 5,000 rupees. Residual value after the useful life of the asset is rupees 3,000. Estimated total production units 6,000 units. The production pattern is first year 1,000, second year 2,000, third year 500 units, fourth year 1,500 units, fifth year 1,000 units. The asset was purchased for rupees 10,000. You incurred wages for installation 5,000 rupees, and therefore your total cost will be 15,000 rupees. The residual value after useful life, it is estimated 3,000, and therefore your depreciable amount is cost minus residual value, 15,000 minus 3,000. The depreciable amount is 12,000. You estimated total production units is 6,000. The pattern of production is given first year 1,000, and therefore your first year depreciation will be, you already computed the depreciable amount, that is 12,000. 12,000 into the first year production 1,000 divided by total estimated production 6,000. The depreciation is 2,000 rupees for the first year. Here the depreciation is computed based on number of units you produced during the year. We will compute second year depreciation. The depreciable amount is 12,000. 12,000 into second year production was 2,000 units, and therefore the ratio is 2,000 divided by 6,000. 12,000 into 2,000 divided by 6,000. The depreciation for the second year is 4,000 rupees. And third year depreciable amount is 12,000. 12,000 into the ratio is 500 divided by 6,000. the depreciation is 1000. And for fourth year, 12,000 into fourth year production was 1,500. Total estimated production 6,000, and therefore 12,000 into 1,500 divided by 6,000. And fifth year production was 1,000. Total estimated production 6,000, and therefore fifth year depreciation 12,000 into 1,000 divided by 6,000, that is rupees 2,000. We will see how the machinery account looks like. First year, to bank, yes, it was purchased for rupees 15,000. That means purchase price plus installation expenses, that is 15,000. First year depreciation 2,000. You computed the balance 13,000. The balance is brought forward to the next year. Second year depreciation we already computed 4,000 rupees. Computed the balance rupees 9,000. The balance is forwarded to third year. Like that you computed the balance for third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year. No, just for fifth year. Okay. The balance will be equal to 3,000 after 5 years of your depreciation. After 5 years of computing the depreciation, the machinery account now the balance is 3,000. That balance is equal to your residual value. So under number of production units method, the book value after useful life of the asset will be equal to the residual value. In this question, the residual value was 3,000, and your balance will be equal to 3,000 after completion of the useful life. We will see another example. A machine purchased for rupees 20,000. Estimated useful life 10 years. Residual value 2,000 rupees. Expected production from the machine 15,000 units. Expected pattern of production year 1 to 3 2,000 units per year, year 4 to 7 1,500 units per year, year 8 to 10 1,000 units per year. The depreciable amount is 20,000 minus 2,000. 18,000 is the depreciable amount. Your total estimated production is 15,000 units. The pattern of production is given year 1, year 2, year 3, 2,000 units. Year 4, year 5, year 6, year 7, 1,500 each. Year 8, 9 and 10, 1,000 units each. And therefore, your first year depreciation will be, you already computed the depreciable amount, that is 18,000. 18,000 into 2,000 divided by your estimated production 15,000. Therefore, the first year depreciation is 2,400 rupees. And second year also the same units you produce 2,000 units, and therefore second year also the same depreciation 18,000 into 2,000 divided by 15,000, 2,400. Third year also same. Fourth year, fifth year and sixth year and seventh year, the number of units is 1,500 units, and therefore your depreciation for the fourth year is 18,000 into 1,500 divided by 15,000. The depreciation for the fourth year is 1,800. And fifth year same amount 1,800. Sixth year and seventh year, all these 4 years 1,800 rupees, that is the depreciation. And for the 8th year the number of units produced 1,000 units, and therefore 8th year depreciation 18,000 into 1,000 divided by 15,000 units, that is 1,200 rupees. And 8th year, 9th year and 10th year, all these 3 years, your depreciation remain same, 1,200 rupees. We will check how the machinery account looks. First year, you purchase the machine for rupees 20,000. Depreciation for the first year is 2,400 rupees. By depreciation, you computed the balance 17,600. That 17,600 brought forward to next year, year 2. Year 2 depreciation is 2,400. We computed the balance like that. You computed for 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year, 6th year, 7th year, 8th year, 9th year and 10th year. Now the balance in machinery account is rupees 2,000, that is equal to the residual value of the asset. Therefore, under number of units method, the depreciation is calculated based on the production or output quantity. The depreciation formula is cost of the asset minus scrap value into number of units during the year divided by total estimated production. Next method is machine hours method. It is also just like production units method. Under machine hours method, the depreciation is computed based on number of machine hours. Instead of number of production units, here we compute the depreciation based on number of machine hours. Therefore, the formula is cost of the asset minus scrap value, that is the depreciable amount, into number of machine hours during the year divided by total estimated hours. Here the depreciation is computed based on machine hours, how many hours the machine is used. First we have to estimate the total estimated hours. In that total estimated hours, how many hours used during the year, based on that we provide depreciation for that year. We will see an example. Cost of the asset is a machinery purchase for rupees 20,000, useful life 10 years, residual value 2,000, and therefore your depreciable amount is 20,000 minus 2,000, 18,000. Expected working hours 24,000 hours during the useful life of 10 years. The pattern of hours is given. Year 1 to 3, 3,000 hours per year. Year 4 to 6, 2,000 hours per year, 2,600 hours per year. Year 7 to 10, 1,800 hours per year. And therefore, your first year depreciation will be rupees 18,000 into 3,000 divided by 24,000. Second year also same, because the machine hours for the second year also 3,000, and therefore 18,000 into 3,000 divided by 24,000, rupees 2,250 for the second year, and third year also the same, 2,250. And for the fourth year, the number of hours, machine hours is 2,600, and therefore depreciation is 18,000 into 2,600 divided by 24,000, that is rupees 1,950. And fifth year and sixth year also same amount, 1,950. Seventh year machine hours was 1,800 hours, and therefore depreciation is 18,000 into 1,800 divided by 24,000, that is rupees 1,350. See the machinery account. Year 1, the machinery was purchased for rupees 20,000. First year depreciation 2,250. Computed the balance. Balance is brought forward to second year, like that we computed depreciation for all the 10 years. We computed the balance, and 10th year balance now will be equal to the residual value, that is 2000 rupees. After 10 years of depreciation, after the useful life of the asset, the value of the asset now becomes 2000, that is equal to the residual value of the asset.